Taylor and Singletary. In one of the NFL's oldest rivalries, the Giants and Bears on ABC's Monday Night Football.
Well, I don't think this is a last hurrah football team, Al, like you're talking about the Giants. But when you think back to the powerhouse Bear teams of the mid-'80s, I think names like McMahon and Peyton come to mind, and you think offense. But really, those teams were generated and powered by their defense. Now, uncharacteristically for the Bears, in their first 2 games this year, they've given up 6 plays of 40 yards or more. If the Bears can tighten things up defensively, I'll be real surprised if they're not a playoff team again here in 1992.
Jim Harbaugh, who started every game for the Bears last year, and that's the first time it's been done in a Chicago uniform by a quarterback in a decade, has Neil Anderson and Brad Muster back of him. Davis and Waddle are the wideouts. Keith Jennings is the tight end. The offensive line, they start a rookie, Troy Ozine, at left tackle, and he'll see a lot of Taylor tonight. Then Wojciechowski, Fontenot is the center. Hilgenberg, as you know, traded to Cleveland. Thayer and Van Horn on the right side. 1st and 10, Chicago at the 22-yard line. Jennings in motion. And they begin with a play fake. Good protection for Harbaugh, and a wide-open Jennings making the catch and getting the first down as he picks up 13. It is 3rd down and 11 as play resumes for the Bears on the opening drive of the game from the 36-yard line. Here comes the blitz, but Harbaugh gets it away. Davis makes the catch, and he is wrestled out of bounds short of the first down by Greg Jackson. So the Giants are able to hold, and Chicago is forced to kick. And Riesenberg, William Roberts in uniform, but not starting, and Moore starting for the first time after a long holdout. And Bunch gets bunched up by 4 Bears, including Trace Armstrong, the first to meet him, number 93, and he's played very well at the beginning of the season. Let's take a look at that Bear defense. They've used that base 4-3 with Armstrong, McMichael, the Fridge is there, and Dent. We'll also see Chris Zorich rotating at tackle. Roper, Singletary, of course, in the middle. In his final year, he'll retire after 92, and Cox. Wolford and Stinson the corners. Paul and Carrier the safeties. Sean Gale, who went to the Pro Bowl last year, the safety, on injured reserve, back early next month.
And you can see they're attaching a neck collar to his shoulder pads. Looks like Lawrence plans on returning.
Canavis McGee takes his spot. Meanwhile, here's Anderson to the outside and picking up about 9. Perry Williams makes the hit. 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1, Chicago. No score early first quarter. The ball at the Bear 36. Brad Muster with a nice move to the outside and picks up the first down up at the 42-yard line. Jackson and Collins converge on the tackle. First down at the 42-yard line. Harbaugh for Davis, and he makes the catch, and he's ridden out of bounds after picking up 11. That's a first down at the Giant 47. Coverage by Collins. Among the injured on the Bear sideline, Mark Bortz, who will be one of their starting guards, 2-time Pro Bowler. First down at the 47-yard line. Muster. Good blocking. Jackson has to come up to make the stop. Anderson helping to lead the way along with Wojciechowski.
Take a look there at the top of the screen. See Anderson working on Williams. Very effective, taking him to the outside, and Williams really just is in a cleanup position after Jackson makes the good open field tackle. I think Neil Anderson is more comfortable with the ball in his arm rather than the ball 3 yards behind him.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line, and here on an end around comes Wendell Davis for a first down to the 29-yard line. Jackson makes the tackle and has his helmet taken off in the process. A gain of 13, and the Bears on the move.
Good strategy, I think, on the part of the Bears, Dan, don't you? They come in against a defensive team that has been having its problems with both at the attack. They've been fighting with their defensive coach. You come in, first of all, you come with play action, your opening play. You have an end around, you go on a punt situation, you throw the football. Everything that Mike Ditka is doing right now is very disruptive to a team that's already having its problems.
They're certainly uncharacteristic. The Bears, I think, known as a very vanilla offensive team, much to the chagrin of their fans here in Chicago. We've seen everything but that.
7 minutes to go in the first quarter with no score. Here's Anderson sweeping left. Inside the 20. Bumped out of bounds at the 10 by Everson Walls. Ron Morris threw the block that time that sprung him.
And John Wojciechowski got out around the corner. Wojo makes a good block downfield. And one of the problems the Giants have been having is that their support has been slow. People have been getting around the corner, breaking contain. There's Wojo 73 breaking upfield. Ron Morris with the block at the line of scrimmage. But that is a corner, that's an unchallenged corner by the New York Giants.
Shotgun, 3rd and 7, ball at the 8-yard line. It's Dennis Gentry in motion. Harbaugh throws, Anderson makes the catch and gets in for the touchdown.
You know what was nice about that move, Frank, was how quickly Neil Anderson was able to gain control of the football and turn upfield and get into the end zone. He caught that so close to making his move upfield. That's where you see a guy drop the ball a lot of times.
They can do a lot of things for you. Watch number 35 out of the backfield. Good receiver. He can even play outside as a flanker if they want him to. Here's what Dan's talking about.
Singletary looking straight at Sims on 2nd and 8. Sims for Cross in the end zone, and Howard Cross is in for the touchdown. 2nd and 11 at the 9-yard line. Anderson. Jackson is right there to meet him at the 13-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd down and 7. Neil Anderson has been here now long enough, of course, that he is moving up and up in the books. He ties Rick Caceres for 2nd place on the all-time list with that last touchdown, but of course he is way behind the all-time leader, Walter Payton. 7 at the 13-yard line for Chicago as we start the 2nd quarter. Harbaugh throws, catch made at the 20. Neil Anderson up to the 27-yard line and the 1st down, tackled by Perry Williams.
The defensive players that are running into each other, they're not actually making contact with an offensive player.
No, not illegal.
No, not at all.
Here's Muster behind an Anderson block. I mean, Neil Anderson is doing everything tonight. Muster gets up to the 35, stopped by Everson Walls. Gain of 8.
Very active, takes on Carl Banks, and while it wasn't a pancake or anything like that, you'd have to rate it as an effective block. Kept Banks out of the play. Muster was able to turn upfield. Neil Anderson doing everything tonight for the Bears.
2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line. Here he is again, swinging to the left. He loves running left. And Neil Anderson, whose ability is being somewhat questioned by a few people in this city, is answering some of his critics tonight. Johnson and Jackson in on the hit.
There's Keith Jennings taking on Lawrence Taylor at the point of attack. What you can't tell from behind is that Lawrence Taylor actually drove Jennings about 3 yards into the Bear backfield. But again, the support was late in arriving, and Neil Anderson was able to get around the corner.
Reynolds assisted off the field. Mark Green is now in the backfield, number 31 for Chicago. 1st and 10 at the 44. There's the fake to Green. Harbaugh finds a wide open Muster. Brad has the 1st down as he takes it to the 44 of the Giants, and he's tackled there by Collins. So Corey Miller, the linebacker, hurt before. Reynolds shaken up here. Collins made the last hit, and the Giants losing them 1 by 1 defensively.
And you have to factor in that Harbaugh, 7 of 8, is being extremely accurate tonight. It's his strongest suit, being accurate in the short to medium passes, and the Bears offensively are clicking right now.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Harbaugh, it's tipped and caught by Muster, and look at Brad Muster. Tremendous move. He has Morris to block for him, scores a touchdown.
Do you think he was the intended receiver?
No, Wendell Davis was the intended receiver, and he just batted it up in the air.
I agree. Brad Muster stole the ball.
Harbaugh said, hey, that's not your ball, man.
When it's going your way, it's going your way.
Oh, we can listen to Ditka in the press conference after. Well,
Yeah.
yes, that was a very difficult play to design, but we put that in for certain specifics.
Watch this thing from behind. Number 82 is Wendell Davis, and he's on a crossing pattern. Muster, who's in to block, had nobody to block, decided to release and literally just stole the ball.
Oh, there's some terrible tackling on the part of the Giants. Two Giants had Muster dead to rights. They didn't even slow him down.
Man, I thought those Stanford guys played by the rules.
Look at this tackling. 1, 2, 3, 4.
First down, Giants at their own 28. 12-10 to go in the half. This is Jared Bush.
Armstrong.
Armstrong stripping it, stealing it, recovering it.
That's the second time so far in this game that Trace Armstrong has slipped the block and gotten quickly into the Giants' backfield. And he was there as Bunch was almost in the process of taking the handoff. Watch how quickly he gets inside Riesenberg, number 72. And Jared Bunch not prepared to be confronted that quickly. He still should have protected the football. Slashing to the inside. And he just hooks that ball and knocks it out. That's sloppy ball handling by Jared Bunch.
Little toss to Muster. He's looking to throw. And Muster lost one that is intercepted in the end zone by Greg Jackson. With nary a bear in sight.
Tampa Bay, Sam Weiss off to a hot start down there.
Second and 11, and the catch is made. That's the tight end, Keith Jennings, who takes it out to the 32-yard line. He is stopped by Pepper Johnson.
That's Thornton standing on the Bears sideline, and he will be back. Talking to him before the game after his 4 weeks. He's already running and feels very good about being back.
So Walls with a pick. Giants get it back.
Made it look easy, didn't it? Yeah, he just read it, but he's looking into the quarterback, and
first down at the 26-yard line. Hampton, great tackle in the backfield by Chris Zorich. Second year from Notre Dame.
Bears alternate those inside people, the two tackles, Zorich and McMichael and William Perry, and they keep him fresh in there, and a terrific move by Zorich here.
Well, the Bears are doing a lot of angling and slanting up front, and it is causing some problems on the Giants' offensive line.
Second and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Backside.
Look out from behind. It is an incomplete pass. His arm was coming forward. He was hit by Richard Dent. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, let's watch it in the backfield. There's Dent, an attempted cut at the line of scrimmage, and I think that's a good call by the official in ruling it an incomplete pass. But again, the Giants get a good break as the drive is kept alive. Oh, what is Richard Dent doing there? Well, they went right at William Perry that time, and William Perry did not give any ground at all. You see Perry standing there? They didn't move William Perry back an inch. And I don't think that that's the guy that I would go after in a goal line situation.
Bunch is in motion. Hampton, the tailback. Rodney Hampton squeezes through.
That's in
touchdown.
There. Yeah, he's there.
Touchdown.
Are paying off. We've seen Zorich do it. We've seen Armstrong do it twice. And this time, it's Richard Dent who knifes to the inside. Elliott doesn't have a shot at it. And the Bear defensive line is really doing a good job of penetrating.
Good play by Paul, who is in there for the injured Sean Gale. Talked about the Giants losing Myron Guyton at their safety. And that is good timing by Marcus Paul, who filled in for Sean Gale a year ago and did a good job. See Dent coming inside of Perry. And they're doing that, I'm sure, because of the new offensive line, or at least the new structure of the offensive line. And there you saw the call against Dent.
Then throwing, a diving catch is made for the touchdown by Baker.
9 for 9.
Hey, that wasn't bad coverage. That ball was perfectly thrown.
The liner. Taken at the 4. This is Mark Green. Past the 20. Up to the 30-yard line. Bears have it for the first time.
Good underneath man.
Maven. The Bears have it at the 29-yard line as Neil Anderson swings to the right, gets run down by Greg Jackson, one of their top receivers, thrown out of the game in the first half. On third down, Meggett makes the catch underneath. Meggett has to get out to the 23-yard line, and Meggett may have squirmed his way for a first down. Normally in a given year, the league average is 4.0. Sims going deep. There's a flag thrown, and the catch is made by Baker.
Dent again on that loop. He ran the loop the last time and was called for roughing against Sims. This time he comes up the middle, and Phil really has hardly any chance at all. Actually hit in the process of throwing. And look again, look at Dent throw Sims to the ground.
Then they continue to try to confuse the Giants offensive line.
Third down and 11. They have to get it to the 16, and the catch is made at the 14 by Baker. He's been doing that all night. His 7th catch of the game. A sensational night for Stephen Baker. Bears at the 32, down by 10. Harbaugh to throw, and underneath it, Jennings, the tight end, and he's muscled down by Jackson and Diassi. Dave Meggett accepts it at the 26-yard line. Eludes the first man. And there goes Meggett into Bear territory. Inside the 40, all the way to the 35-yard line for the suddenly resurgent New York Giants.
Really shining through tonight for Sims.
Here's Jarrett Bunt for 15 yards. Dante Jones with the tackle. That's the formation on third down and goal from the 6.
Big play for the Bears.
Very big play. And Richard gets sacked at the 15-yard line. Richard Dent. It's a huge play because if the Giants scored a touchdown, Chicago would have needed more than 2 touchdowns. Phil Simms getting sacked on that last play prior to the field goal by Barr. As you see, Chicago since '85, 24-4 in September, but they need a comeback tonight as Harbaugh on first down throws, and the catch is made on the near side. That's Wendell Davis, tackled by Perry Williams. That was Chicago's first down of this half. 9:23 to go. Harbaugh is a good scrambler. Close to a first down up to the 30-yard line. Taylor and Fox converge on the hit in those days, and then came here in 70. First down at the 30-yard line. Harbaugh throws. Muster makes the catch underneath. Tackled by Diassi. Gain of about 6.
Also on the regular tour. Great player he is.
Here's Harbaugh on first down. Catch is made up at the 21-yard line. Wendell Davis gets tackled there by Everson Wall. Little dump off. Anderson.
Whoa, Taylor all the way from the other side.
Close to a first down as he squirts forward.
That might have been one of the shortest completions in record.
Yep.
That ball went about 2 feet in the air.
3rd and inches, and Anderson takes it up to the 30-yard line for a first down under 4 minutes to play. Pepper Johnson makes the tackle. Backup linebacker Corey Millen hurt early on and gone for the rest of the night. Ed Reynolds hurt early on and gone for the rest of the night as Wright makes the catch.
After the Bears made a terrific comeback.
And it was, what, the Fridge blocking a field goal.
2nd and 5, and he's going to air it out. That's a great catch by Dennis Gentry. The 11th year receiver and kick returner out of Baylor gives him a first down at the 47 of the Giants.
Almost a forgotten Bear. He hasn't done that much over the last couple of years, but was a fine receiver and was a big part of the Bears offense for a lot of years. Not all that big.
You know, a kid whose name I've got to mention is Troy Auzine, the left tackle for the Bears. The rookie has really been going against Lawrence Taylor most of the evening tonight, and even though Taylor is dinged, this guy here is going to be a real football player. He's their 2nd-round draft choice this year from Cal, and he is destined to be an awful good offensive lineman.
3rd down and 10. He works on Taylor. Taylor puts a spin move on, and Harbaugh is able to get it away to Gentry for the completion, but short of the first down. And the Bears, so good so often in September, are now 1-2 with Atlanta coming to town Sunday. Giants win 27-14. We'll return for a closing word in a moment.